You will not certainly die, the serpent said to the woman, for God knows that when you eat from it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil. What is the issue? Where is the other tree of eternal life? It further states, behold, man has become like one of us, knowing the knowledge of good and evil. Now let us suppress, confuse, dilute, destruct, destroy the tree of life. This will be revealed to you who is the missing link today. God rising. It is written, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth was formless and empty. Darkness was above the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. Then God said, let there be light. He saw that light was good, separated that light from the darkness, and called that light day, and the darkness he called night. And that was the morning and the first day. Then God said, let there be a vault between the waters to separate water from water. So God made the vault and separated the water under the vault from the water above it. God called that vault sky. And there was evening and there was morning, the second day. Let the water under the sky be gathered to one place. Let dry ground appear. And it was so. God called the dry ground land. Then gathered waters he called seas. Saw they were good. Let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants, trees on the land that bear fruit with seed in it according to their various kinds. The land produced vegetation, plants bearing seed according to their kinds, and trees bearing fruit with seed in it according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third day. And God said, let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times, and days and years, and let them be lights in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth. God made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day, and a lesser light to govern the night. Mama God is black for the same reason Afrikaans, the parents of humanity, humanity are black. Ancient name of creation's black source for melanin. Like nappy hair expresses outpresses profound principles of her creation, the Yanni-verse. Thus, black melanin.
These things together, Pythagoras worked on them, and these were the undisputed fundamentals of God that he used to build. If you tap onto the Flower of Life, Platonic Solids things, it's going to take you to a video. Turn it, you don't have to, but it'll show you the Flower of Life that they took this from. But you'll see that instead of following the natural curvature of these 64 circles overlapping, they averaged the space where they met, and they invented straight lines.
Why did they do that?
because they believed that the world was flat. They believed the world was flat at the time. And the church promoted. Pythagorean theorem comes off of this cube, a squared plus b squared equals c squared.
So they wanted to use all of these intertwining circles and create straight lines.
Because that's how they thought everything came down to, straight lines. They thought the world was flat. And I was like, oh my goodness. They didn't open the flower properly. So the next one would be the icosahedron.
Now, the flower of life, it's very, very old. The concept is very old. What was the origin of the concept?
It's the oldest symbol known to mankind. It's believed that it was Anki, the brother of Enlil, if you go by the Emerald
Sumerian
tablets.
text.
Yeah, the Sumerian text, that was the one that created mankind. Because if you look at mankind, and there's a point I want to make with it, I want you to stay on the book, go back to go to 134 on the book. And this is what that other gentleman being told me to do. He said, why don't you just take the pieces that make up the flower and put them together based on universal ratios. So once you're able to pull it up.
Black melanin is found as the vital element in the human nervous system. Brain, sheath of the ovum, sperm, the soil, plants, animals, barks of trees, seeds of plants everywhere throughout the entire cosmos. Only black, with its full rich self, contains all and can birth all things. The rich fullness of the universe.
Because all of the electrical potential has been accounted for. This would be the Bose-Einstein condensate, where something becomes indistinguishable from the fabric of space itself.
God rising. Peace to my guys. This is Chemistry Realignment. And you are on Sankofa's time. This is a deep dive into melanin and carbon and black people and why we are one. Melanin, melanun, melanunet, God rising. Love is thicker than blood and water. That is the chemical key to civilization. The very essence of being great. Civilized. Being a leader. Taking action. Setting the tone. The bar. Being the example. Showing character, morality, which is being black, the truest practice of spirituality. Love the skin that you are in. You are the source. Be you and nothing else. You are great. Geometrical and mathematical symbolism, one of the most important myths of ancient Egypt, concerned Horus. Regarding this myth, Bob Breyer, 1980, writes, according to myth, Horus fought his evil uncle Set and avenged the death of his father Osiris in battle. Horus' eye was torn to pieces, but with magic. Thoth, god of magic, science, writing, assembled the pieces. Each element of the eye of Horus represented a different fraction. The hieroglyph for 1/2 was 1/4, and so on. The total of the fraction a 63rd, 64th. The missing 1/64th is supposedly supplied magically by Thoth. The amulet was called the Ujet, or sound eye, because of its association with the regeneration of Horus' eye, the third eye, the eye of inner vision. God rising. God rising. This is Chemistry Realignment. We are on Sankofa's time. Black dot. Black seed. The archetype of humanity. George James, 1976, reported that the education of the Egyptian priests consisted of specialization in secret systems of language and mathematical symbolism called hieroglyphics. This system was used by the priest in order to conceal secret and mystical meaning of their doctrines. The mystery system of Egypt employed modes of spoken language which could be understood only by the initiated. These consisted of myths, parables, and a secret language called Sinsar. Egyptians attached numerical values to word, letters, and to geometrical figures to perform the same mystical function as hieroglyphics. Each temple was to be a microcosm and symbol of the universal temple, as well as a reproduction of the world. According to Herodotus, the Egyptian priests possessed supernatural powers, for they had been trained in the esoteric philosophy of the greater mysteries and were experts in magic. The Eye of Horus is thus the third eye, a regenerated or transformed eye. The eye of magic. Close examinations of an eye of Horus reveals that the black dot is the pupil, or 1/4, and it is the point through which light enters the eye through the process of initiation, psychological integration, expansion of consciousness, and translation of the unconsciousness. The ancient African mystery school student, through a process of initiation, passed from a state of the lost self-awareness, small case I, or lower, into the higher self I, capital I, also refer to the column or backbone in the human body, temple, which contains a string of glands along the column, with each higher gland yielding progressively greater hormone output. This progresses with the pineal gland or third eye at the top of the spinal column and culminates with the development of an expanded state of consciousness. Again, George G.M. James reported that the earliest theory of salvation was the Egyptian theory. The Egyptian mystery system had at its most important object the deification of man, and taught that the soul of man, which is the mind, if liberated from its bodily fetters, could enable him to become godlike, attain inner vision, and could hold communion with the immortals, sons of light. God rising. The name Netta, Nata, Nuta is doubly feminine, in that it contains two African words for water, Nu and Ater. Nu also means black. This implied black water can only be melanin, melanun, and since M and N are often synonymous, then male and Nile equal Nile River. The word Nile, like male, also means black. In the state of Amun, and loving others as you love yourself, you will connect the dots of eternity, and then you will see every empty space where the end lies. When one knows what our ancestors did to develop themselves in order to make such great advances, then they will know how to do the same today. For the ancestors and today's black person is literally the same person. King, queen, architect, physician, teacher, artist, competitor, merchant, jurist, and military giant. And knowing one's history, one can expand the mind through the illusion of time and space, unite with ancient black pre-scientist ancestors, and utilize the same timeless and universal ideas to produce the same greatness. Today's reborn black mental masters can focus the mind by embracing their historical blackness, developing a deep knowledge of one's black ancestry, and thereby becoming fluent in the translation of ancient images that appear in today's world. As a result, dreams and visions of the great but seemingly impossible will be brought into reality rather than ignored, just talked about, or partially developed. No longer will one submit to an "I can't do" attitude, but one of "I will do." I will make this life perfectly beautiful, and I won't stop until it is that way. I will be my true self. Also, as men and women of today again stand on the threshold of the blackness of outer space, they are forced to an awareness of the blackness of inner space. The advanced laws of nature required for understanding outer space, and the experience of space travel will bring up many collective unconscious memories, if poorly understood, will create illusions of grandeur, illusions of persecution, false barriers between brothers and sisters, and deadly relationships between nature and humanity. Certainly a racist or sexist person who is by definition both egocentric and ethnocentric, crazily attempting to conquer nature, at war with the universe, will be overwhelmed by the infinite blackness of outer space and inner space. These people would rather destroy the world than find the black dot, hidden doorway, that allows one to become one with nature, in rhythm with the universe, by using the accumulated wisdom, a being of harmony with one's ancestors, contained within the body, mind, soul, and spirit. Thus, reborn black people carry upon their shoulders the salvation of humanity, the revitalization of a human family that is lost, unable to find the hidden doorway to a spiritual, harmonic unity with nature. The black dot is the hidden doorway of life, which again is the doorway through which a reborn, now dead, asleep people must pass. God rising. Welcome. This is Chemistry Realignment. We are on Sankofa's time. We're going to take a moment to deal with the black woman who is the true tree of life, the flower of life, the tree of souls. The Asherah tree, also known as the original Bible, was authored by spiral-haired black African people, apparently priestesses, primarily, and was not necessarily called the Bible. In fact, there probably was no such book per se. What is called the Bible is a collection of books regarded holy. Bible and bibliography are from the same roots. The word Bible is from biblos, which is further derived from papyrus, the same word giving us paper, since B, P are essentially the same in Egyptian. L, R are one. Then papyrus equals Babylus, Bibulus, and Piper equaling Babil, Bible, Asherah, and El. The holy city of Byblos was the city of the Great Mother and the oldest continuously occupied temple in the world. She was called Ost, Oster, Ishtar, Asherah, Isis, Hathor, Tanit, Anath, and Neith.
And that's how you scatter the roaches. It's Harry! We gotta move! It's gonna blow the columns! My God! Set the move! If you are one of us, help us. Both all sides switch missiles. MEAG at the base of the West Columns. This way!
Intersection, which missile? One's good. Two's rocked up. Three's up.
You hear, baby? Get some!
Charlie Oscar, gunrunner standing by.
Bring it down.
Cleared hot.
Progress! Move! Down! Head down! Down!
Solid hold. Solid rocks on target.
Screw this.
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
I didn't sign up for this shit.
Repeat. Triple fire.
Even Jesus Christ walked past Asherah, and supposedly when he asked her, why didn't she yield him fruit? He cursed her. Symbolically, this is just a tree, but this tree represents the black family, but more so the black woman. You're watching the destruction of a world, ecology, culture, life. This is the destruction of the black womb of life,
No, no, get back!
the hidden symbolism using fictional characters. These are allegories. These are hidden truths. This is the forbidden knowledge. We have found the tree of life. Ru Rising. Sources of this original biblical text, the stories, symbolism, the characters, and the material of the Bible originated from the following ancient documents which predate the Christian Bible. by many thousands, if not 10,000s of years. And even those who plagiarized, stole, corrupted, and keeping Vatican vaults in Vatican City. These books are the Perham Haru, or the Book of the Coming Forth by Day and Night, the Scrolls and Papyri of Bablos, the Pyramid Texts, various hieroglyphics and papyri of Kemet temples, the Gospel of the Egyptians, and the Essene Scroll.